What's going on, guys? Just want to make an update video to my online arbitrage Amazon business and show you my 2020 results so far this year and how I'm on track to be doing over 300,000 in revenue this year, which is going to surpass what I did last year. I think I did 277,000 last year, just about. And this year I'm on track to do 300 plus. So let's get onto my Amazon account and I'll show you guys right now. All right, there we go. I just loaded up my Amazon dashboard right now, and let me just refresh it for you guys, so you guys don't think it's a screenshot or something like that. So today's a little bit slower because I ran out of inventory. I have around 20 to 30 units coming in right now in the next week or so. So right now I only sold one right now because I have almost no inventory right now because I just sold out of a bunch of inventory. Let's go to reports, business reports, and I'll show you how much I sold just in the past month. That's why I'm out of inventory right now. So let's go to custom, June 1st to June 30th. Apply, and you can see I did $37,111 last month, and I sold 188 units. Actually, 193 units. That's how much orders I had, 188, and some of them were multiple orders, like they ordered two and inside one order, so that's why it's showing 188 orders and 193 units ordered. So almost 200 units that I shipped out last month. So that's why at the beginning of this month I almost had almost no inventory because I sold so much last month. I think it was my third highest month of this year, 2020, because I did two higher months in the beginning of the year, and then this was my third highest month last month. So this month I'm estimated to do around 20 to 30,000 in revenue. Let's check it for you guys. So let's go to month to date and apply, and yeah, so I'm already at 21,000, and I should be doing around 30 to maybe 40,000 if I sell enough, but around 30,000 is what I'm estimating right now. So this month is going to be pretty good as well. And let me show you guys the profit for last month. So this app right here called Seller Metrics is the app that records and tracks like all my profits and revenue. So right here you can see yesterday, July 14th, I did 1,555 in revenue and sales, and in net profit I did $307.18, which is 20% margin, 20% profit margin, which is about the same profit margin I had last year, as you saw in the last video if you watched it or not. But I sold 8 orders and 307 profit. So let me show you what I did last month in profit. So that was June 1st to June 30th. And my net profit was 7,458. And my sales were 39,142. And let me show you the margin on it was 20%, same as this month. And I did 193 units that I sold. I had 2,719 refunds. And the thing with this app though is it's really higher than 7,458 because the refunds, it counts those as losses. So the 2,719, it counts that as a complete loss. So it subtracts the 2,719 from the 7,458 and it counts that as loss. But obviously I'm not just throwing it away when I get the return. So I'm reselling it again, so I get partially some of the money back, around 60 to 70% I get back. So really it's always higher than the net profit every month because I always resell the returns. I just don't throw them away like that. So yeah, usually it's a little over this. Usually that's why it's a little off every month, but just know it's somewhere around, I would say 8,300, 200 around there. So that was a pretty good month last month. And let me show you guys back on my Amazon account. Let me show you guys this whole year so far. So my year to date of 2020. So year to date right here and apply. And you can see I'm already at $254,360 so far this year in the year to date. And you can see there's a huge spike because at the beginning of the year, I don't know if you guys remember from the last video, but at the end of the video, if you watch till the end, you remember that I said that I was starting this year with almost a $50,000 budget because I made that much in profit last year. So this year I had a lot more to work with, and I was just coming out of the Christmas months that year. So I took that whole 50,000 and I leveraged 50,000 in credit cards. So that adds up to around $100,000. Just estimating it, it might have been 105,000, 110,000, but just to estimate it and make it clean, it was $100,000. I loaded up on products on the last couple months of the year, and it took about a week or two for them to ship to my house because it was so many units. It was around 800 units that I bought. And once I got them listed and everything and they were ready to go and I had my boxes to ship them out and everything, I started selling them on January that month at the beginning of this year, so this January 2020, and these are the biggest months I've ever had because it's the most money I've ever invested into it, because I just keep reinvesting around 95% of my profits, so that's why it just keeps growing like bigger and bigger. So that month was one of my biggest months, and I did 416 units I sold, and my revenue was at almost $75,000. $74,681 is what exactly it was. So you can see the last year before that I sold only 83 units compared to this year 2020. I sold 416 units in the first month already, and then the second month I was still selling them because I still had, it was 800 units around there, and I sold another 442 units for, I actually surpassed my last month in revenue. I did 74 this one, and then the next month I did $78,526. And you guys might be wondering why it went like so far down like right after. It's because all my money was locked up in Amazon because they take around 2 weeks to disperse your money out to your bank account. So a lot of my, almost like $50,000-$60,000 was stuck in Amazon, and I was just waiting to get paid out. So that was literally all my money and more than I had because I was leveraging credit cards, so I had to pay those off as well. So I literally had a negative net worth. So that's why I almost didn't buy anything the next month. But after the 2 weeks, I took all that money, paid off the credit card, so I didn't have to pay interest on it because obviously they give you 30 days to pay it off. And I sold around a little over 800 units in 2 months only. So by the first month, I was already able to pay off the credit card with $74,000 that I got in sales. I was already able to pay off the credit card. So I took a little bit of that money, rolled it over, and started buying some products right in this month on February. So they started shipping in, and they weren't getting to me yet because it was a little delayed because we were just coming out of the Christmas months, so UPS and USPS were still like delayed from the Christmas shipment, so they were taking a little bit longer to get to me. And then this month when I got 78,000, then I needed to wait 2 weeks after to get that 78,000 in my bank account. So finally after this month, the products I ordered this month finally got here around starting in the beginning of this month. I started getting a little bit of them, so you can see how much of my money was tied up in Amazon because I only sold 67 units. So it literally went from 442 units to 67 units and $10,000 revenue, and the prior month was $78,000 revenue. So you can see how big of a drop it was. So in that January, as I said, I used that money to pay off the credit card. So this month I barely had any money because all that money that I got went to paying off the credit card right away. So all that money was just like sucked out of my bank account right away, and then I had to wait 2 more weeks to get this payout right here for 78,000. And so this month I had like no money. That's why I almost didn't sell barely anything, only 67 units. And that's what you can see even in the year before this, in 2019, I sold more units than I did in that month in this year 2020. So even though I had more capital this year, I did less money in this month this year because of all my money being tied up on Amazon. But finally after that, I finally got paid out and it started ramping back up a little bit. And the next month I did 100 units and I went up to $16,000. And then I kind of averaged out and I kind of just leveled out because I wasn't finding too much deals at this time. And then it started ramping back up a little bit. And this leads to last month where I did 193 units because I started finding a lot of deals again. And then this month it's probably gonna end at around 30k plus because I'm doing pretty good this month too because I found a lot of units to buy. So this month I'm expecting around 7,000 to 8,000, so around the same in profit. Let me show you guys what I'm at right now in terms of profit for this month, the month of July. So let me go to Seller Metrics where it tracks the profit. Let me move this. And as you can see here, I'm not going to show you guys the product because I know a lot of people would copy me, so I'm not going to do that. But as you can see here, but basically one of my products is doing really well, and this is the one that's bringing me on a lot of profit. So last month it did 75 orders with 2,778 in profit, and as you can see there's quite a lot of other ones doing pretty well. Another product did me $1,400 profit, then another one did me $2,300 profit last month. But anyways, let's move on to this month. What I was going to show you guys, so from Wednesday the 1st July to the 15th, which is today as I'm filming this. And this month the returns are a little high because of how much I sold last month. A little bit are still coming in from last month because I sold almost 200 units, so I'm still getting a little bit of returns from last month. And obviously I'm going to resell all these returns, so I know I'm going to get around 60 to 70% of that money back, so I'm not really too worried about that. But yeah, this month we're already at $3,774 in profit, and we're about almost exactly halfway through this month. So if you just multiply this by 2, let me do that real quick for you guys. times 2 is what my net profit should be at the end of this month. So yep, $7,548 I should make this month in net profit after all expenses and refunds and fees. So just around what I made last month. So last month I'd made around, what was it, $7,458. So around $100 more this month I will make than last month. And this month I've already sold 116 units, so I should break over almost 200 units since we're almost halfway done. And since I've already sold 116, I should do at least 100 more by the end of this month. So I should reach 200 units this month, so it should be a pretty good month, 7,000 to 8,000 in profit. But right now it's looking about $7,548 in profit. So in the last 2 months I've done, let's just calculate it real quick, it's like 14 or 15k in profit. But I should do right around $15,007 in these 2 months, in this month and last month. For this month, I'm just estimating it because obviously we're only at 3,700, but I'm just estimating it for the future, and I should be doing around 15,000 from. So I would say that's really, really good for 2 months only. So yeah, guys, I'm excited to see where I can scale this because I'm still putting almost 95% of my money in profit back into the business. So I'm still scaling it up as high as I can. So now, just to show you the title of this video, I'm going to show you how I'm going to do over 300,000 this month, or I'm on track to do over 300,000 this month in revenue for Amazon. So let's go to Amazon and year to date again, apply. And so as you can see, this year I'm already at 254,000, and I'm hovering around 20 to almost 40,000 a month in revenue. As you can see here, last month I almost did 40,000. I was at $37,000 in revenue, so almost 40,000. And then this month I'm at 20,000, and then last month before I did 15,000, so around 20 to 30. So if I'm going to estimate it into the future, say I do 30,000 this month, so that'll be 260,000. Say I do 20,000 the next month, that'll be 80,000, 280,000. And then say I do 20,000 the next month as well, that'll already be 300,000 right there. And then whatever after that month is over 300,000. So as you can see right there, I'm already on track to do over 300,000 this year. And even if the next month after that month is a bad month, say I do 10,000, then I'll just hit 300,000 in October. So either way, I'm gonna hit 300,000 because especially in the ending months, it's always spikes up because Christmas comes and there's a bunch of sales that happens on Amazon. So it's pretty clear I'm gonna hit 300k plus this year. So yeah, guys, and if you guys like these videos of like these update videos and profit videos, drop a thumbs up on this video so I know and I can keep making more of these. Also, leave a comment down below and tell me if you want me to make another update video in around a month or so to show you how much profit I made in this month or the next month. And yeah, guys, I don't want to make this video crazy long, so I'm going to end it here. And yeah, just drop a comment and leave a like if you guys want to see another one of these videos, or if you have any questions about online arbitrage or Amazon, or just any selling on Amazon basic questions or online arbitrage questions, and I'll be happy to reply in the comments below. And yeah, guys, I'll see you guys next time. See ya.